The biggest mistake people make is when you are having an identity crisis and the universe is trying to force you to acknowledge something, the ego, so my ego between 0 and 6 prescribed the meaning that women won't love me just for who I am. Men, there's no point in even going near them because they're never going to have my back, they're going to abandon me. Women are going to reject my love, right? These are the meanings I prescribed. So even if, and looking back, you know, to when I was like 25 years old, I could meet the most beautiful, amazing goddess of a woman who's got the most amazing personality, loving, kindness. My identity says women are going to reject you, women are not going to love you for who you are. So guess how I showed up? And this is pretty embarrassing to say, but I was that needy little bitch. You know, I was that person like texting loads and like kissing them loads and hugging them loads and like, was sex good enough and all that bullshit, right? Why? Because my program, I'm trying to prove my program wrong, but ultimately it's so integral and such a deep part of my identity that ultimately all I really want to do, all my ego wants to do, is prove myself right. So just to reframe that, guys, just so you've got it. So you might have something showing up in your life, and you really need to go inside and acknowledge those feelings, access. How do I truly feel about this? The way this is showing up in my life, how do I actually feel about this? Imagine, this is how it works. Imagine there's the universe doing its thing, and all up here, let's shout out something someone wants. A man,
more money!
Right? Okay, so let's just say you want a man, right? And your perfect guy is here. The universe is like, you know, yeah, the perfect man exists.
And someone with a growth mindset.
So, EQ, growth mindset.
Yeah.
Was everyone responsible?
Emotional availability.
Oh, emotional availability, okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Respect.
Yeah. Respect.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
Kindness.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Right, so let's just do a little
Someone
exercise
always
on
taller
this.
than me.
So how tall are you?
5'1".
Okay, so 5'3" and above? It's okay, with heels, how high?
Are we really that descriptive?
No, straight up, let's do it now. Let's actually do it now, seriously, fuck it.
And I want someone who's really good with kids.
Okay, so... Charles...
I mean, you all need to have a party.
Sorry, I'm taken.
Okay.
Jonathan, are you available?
I'm sorry, I'm speaking to you.
They don't make men like me anymore.
Are we putting Asian on here as well? Asian as well?
No, I don't want
Okay.
anything.
Look, I'm getting confused, so how's the universe going to know, do you know what I mean? Right,
I don't care about the race, apart from Asian.
Right, so you saw it last week, me. I wasn't planning on covering this, but this is all pertinent, right? So this is how I see the model of the world, okay? When you're asking for something, there are a few things that are going to affect what you get. Okay, so the number one mistake that people make is they don't actually ever get a clear intention of anything. You know, when you sit down with Ik and you decide what you want to do your business, honestly, you need to be crystal freaking clear. You can't say, I want to make, look, I've done it myself, I've made a mistake. I've said, try to think of an example that doesn't too expose people. Okay, women, perfect example, women, right? So let's just say I set the intention, I'm like, do you know what? I want super hot, cheeky women with all of these assets, mentally, physically, emotionally. Literally within 24 hours, I get 5 exes texting me. Do you know what I mean? You need to be exact, because they're exactly what I love and exactly what I'm into, but I should have said, you know, I should have been more, you know, more specific. So your intention is like the number one thing that most people miss when it comes to manifestation and getting what you want. So you need to be crystal clear. Say how you want it to show up. Say how you want it to manifest, but then be open, completely open and detached to how that shows up. I want a guy who's, can't be my writing, honest, good EQ, growth mindset available, emotional availability, respect, loyal, kindness, child loving, as in parenting wise, 5'6" or above. Sorry, just 5'6". Yeah. Now, so you set that intention, you go into the ethers, right? Now, this is the important thing, guys, that most people miss. So she sets that intention, it goes off into the ethers. Now, let's just say she was coming to X workshop this weekend, right? Now, let's just say she gets to the tube and she's like, I don't know why, but that park over there looks so pretty, it looks so nice. Oh, no, I've got to go to his workshop. Oh, I really want to go. Oh, nah, I've got to go to the workshop, I've got to go to the workshop, I've got to go to the workshop. Guys, she was probably just going to meet her perfect match in that park. Like, straight up, I kid you not. The more you can access the feelings, the more the universe can guide you. Because the universe doesn't tap into your brain, it taps into your feelings. That's where you access it. Next thing, beingness. So this is where it takes a bit of ego. Mia now needs to look at herself and be like, out of all these things, what do I actually own? Are these actually me?
I'm not 5'6".
Well, apart from that, no matter what the hills. And then with you, if you are, so let's just say, I'm going to expose you now, emotionally available. You're not emotionally available right now, okay? So
Naturally.
let's just say, so you look at yourself and like, no, I'm not emotionally available. Let's get a better one. Let's just say you want to trust, you want someone who is trustworthy, okay? Yeah, you want that, okay? So you want someone who's trustworthy. Then you look at yourself, genuinely, I'm not going to ask you for the answer, but genuinely going inside, looking at everything you do, having the awareness, seeing what things come up in your life. Are you trustworthy? And I mean, in every facet. Like if someone told you a deep, dark secret and said, you can't tell anyone, would you hold on to that forever? If someone told you some gossip, would you be, do you know what I mean? Like trust can show up in different facets. And this, guys, I know I'm using relationships as an example because it's easier, it's juicier, but this comes in for everything. Health, business, you know, you might have someone's like, oh, I can't believe that person, they're cheating on their wife, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, and everything else. You're like, okay, ever kind of sold on stage without the maximum amount of integrity? Yeah, boom, it's inside you as well. Do you know what I mean? So that whole thing of if you spot it, you got it. So when it comes to your beingness, really just, you know, whatever it is you're looking for, if you're setting intention for a business partner, or if you're setting intention for a certain customer, if you're on stage, you see a lot of speakers, you see a lot of business people, a lot of marketers, and they get on stage and they do their thing, and then apart from the newbies who are getting like NLP the hell out of, apart from the newbies, the people who feel their vibe, they don't buy, they don't go for it. Why? Because they're not integral. People feel the beingness. There's aspects of them that they're selling. You see people on stage, how to make £1 million a month. They've never made £1 million in life, never in a month. And what happens? Yes, some of the newbies get NLP'd into it, but the people who are just, I don't know why, I really like this person, what they said makes so much sense, but I'm not feeling it. Why? Because they have integrity, so their beingness is never going to attract that into their business. And this is key, guys. When you after you've done your thing with Ick and Jonathan, you need to be sure that you can own this stuff on an energy level, on a beingness level. And if you can't, say to Ick, do you know what? I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't feel confident with this. You know, or speak to someone like, or if it's more deeper, speak to someone like me. I don't feel this. Okay, cool. Let's release where that comes from. But in your own selves, you can go there. You can find out where these unacknowledged aspects of yourself live. And then karmically, this one gets a bit more complicated, a bit more juicy. Let's just say Mia was all of these things, okay? Let's just say Mia was all of these things. And I will relate this to business as well, guys. This will give you a bit of a reprieve. And the universe is like, the universe, the angels, everyone, her previous ancestors, like, go on, Mia. Yeah, I'm so with you. He's hot, right? And they're all looking at this guy, and he's all suave, and he's got amazing hair, and all this kind of stuff, right? But, yeah, sorry, 6-pack as well, 8-pack even, right? But, on a karmic level, the universe is like, I'm sorry, Mia, but for you to be who you are on a soul level, for you to really step into your power and integrate this at the deepest level, you're going to get this guy. I mean, he only looks about 5'2", do you know what I mean? Right? And once you've learned a bit more self-love, I know, but this is pertinent, once you've learned a bit more self-love, once you've learned to value yourself, you're going to get Stephen over here, and you know, he's really struggling. But when you get with that guy, you learn how to be so honest, and you learn how to embrace his honesty. and then finally,
How many men do I need to
no, listen, I was just about to, I don't know what, but no, let me finish this, right? I don't know, right? And then finally, you meet this guy, right? But but the whole time, most people, guys, this is what happens. Most people in their business, in their relationship, whatever else, they meet this guy, and they're like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm out of it. Like, this is bullshit. What the fuck? And then they go after their friend, oh, men are this, men are that, or in business, oh, this person who did this workshop, he's a crook, he's this, he's that. It's just part of the journey. It's just part of the journey. And that's what, when it was kind of saying, you need to be on a certain place of journey. Some people, when I tap into their energy, let's talk about business. So some people, when I tap into their energy, who they are set to become on a karmic level. I've been this, I've been this, I've been this, I've been this. For him to finally get to his purpose. You ask me, like, what jobs I've done, like, shit, man, I have the most ridiculous businesses. I don't know if you remember, Barry, when I called myself the naked juicer. Oh, dear. Right? So, but I was going on a business level. You see some people, and look, guys, this is to really give you some honest truth, right? If you are supposed to be at a certain point on a soul level, right, there might be certain things you're supposed to go through. The only way you can fast track is to follow your feeling.